All right, so I'm still in recovery from the latest Mr. Handpay session that I tracked. Wasn't very long, 28 rounds. Not very much against him in terms of the left hand or the third base bet. The last one dealt by the dealer, in case there's any confusion there. That was even. But Jason is one of those people who somehow believes that um, extra hands mean extra winnings, and if he bothered to watch his own videos, just as if John Sirasani, watched his own videos, and it applies to them all of them really, all of the guys who like to break out and do extra bets. If they just paid attention, yeah, these guys, there is no sense in extra hands unless you are deliberately trying to alter the shoe. You can't get a courtesy shuffle, and the best way to waste, to plow your way through a bunch of shitty cards with absolutely no guarantee that it's going to make any difference, is to, yes, if you have to, spread into an extra one or two hands, but make sure that they're very, very low risk. So spreading out to 4,000 and it just makes no sense. It's dumb. It's dumb. That's all there is to it. So that was a jammy one, wasn't it? I like jammy ones from time to time. +1. Yeah, watching these guys is frustrating, but it also, it helps me make my points, so I don't hate them for that. 1, 2. Oh, it seems like it's going to be a tough day for my throat. So 3, 4. Well, that worked out well. I could just try talking less, couldn't I? I think most of you by now will understand the strategy, so. Oops. Let's not be greedy. But if you do end up betting too much, it doesn't really matter. Oh, you arsehole. That's just too much. That's a double for the rude 21 push. Damn. Back to the men, I think. Yes. No, that was actually the wrong bet. That should have been 100. So the next bet needs to be 200. Got to try and get back on track, That worked out. Yeah, the sound thing is it's a nuisance, but it's not the end of the world. And some of you would say that if it encourages me to talk less, then it's got to be a good thing. That was a bit rude, wasn't it? Ah, 7, 8. It's as well to remember, all the time. Every bet is more likely to lose than to win. That's a fact. Look at that. Didn't have to overdo it there, mate. Jeez. 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 15, 8. Drop to 3. All right, 12, 8. So we'll call that 3, 2 in 500s. Oh, and I could have used the 8. 5-4. I think we'll be running away from here in a minute. You tried very hard up there, didn't you? 5-4. So now we're on 1-2. Eh. That's an awful lot of threes again, isn't it? I worked out there. Look at all these threes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes. But it happens. Honestly, it happens. But when I get the money together to get the guys who did that wonderful baccarat sim to create a blackjack sim for me to the same standard, it will run an inventory test, so that you can see how many threes are left and how many, and all that sort of thing. And I think it's simple enough to do, but whoever does it is going to be very highly talented and they're going to be highly paid. So, that's something to worry about. What happened there? Oh, I think we made money. All right. That's good. And note that it's negative up above. The card, the count is negative. The deck value is negative. I have no confidence now in card counting. All the tests that I've ever run show it's crap. And yet it's promoted by the casinos as much as it is by the card counters themselves. It's really funny. 51. Repeat. Back to the min. Oh, nice one up there. Very good. Repeat. Bugger. Double. Oh, a lucky one. Do it again. Back to the minimum. When I keep on beating this game, and the doubters out there, the twits who say, well, a sim is not the same as the real thing, you never hear of them sort of giving it a try and then coming back to me and saying, that strategy of yours really works, or I can do better. I've only had one person recently who attacked me, changing his tune and saying, damn, I delved into your stuff a bit deeper and it's really great. And it is, but it's only great because it's back to common sense, it's back to logic, it's back to mathematics. Nothing magical about it, nothing genius, nothing brilliant or anything like that. It's just simple money management. That's all it is. But it does require, to manage your money, you need a lot of money. Okay. What the hell was that? Was that a plus? I'm going to assume it was a plus. That's bad news. 1-2. That's a double. Oof. It looked bad for a moment there, didn't it? +1. $51. Repeat. One, 2. Oh, I like that. Back to the min. Double. +1. Like that. Repeat it. Double. That was lucky. Do you know, we do get lucky sometimes. Yeah, basically the choices we face in a casino is we either let them ride roughshod over us, or we get smart and protect ourselves in every way that we can, and also exploit plus streaks, winning streaks. That's something that these clowns, these professional losers, just don't do. I mean, I've watched these guys go through 7, 8, 9 consecutive wins, and they're still in the hole. I mean, what sense does that make? That was a nice one up there. Very good. Don't do it again. Repeat. Back to the min. Split. I should Coco. Da, 51. 53. Oh, 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 no, that was just rude. That was rude. Okay. 2, 3 thirds. That leaves me with 5, 6, an egg on my face. 11, 6, drop to 3. Bad time to be doing that. 14, 6. 11, 6, which I think we'll call 3, 2 in 500s. I think I might regret it, but I'm going to do it anyway. 3, 2, 500s. Oh, bingo. Damn, that's 4,412 from one shoe. Last one, I think. That was pretty clever too, wasn't it? Although it's not clever at all because I don't decide. It's like, I watched that guy Sirasani, and he says stupid things like, about the dealer. Well, she didn't do it on purpose. Or he'll say, no, let's get another dealer. Oh, the guy's a disaster. I don't think he has any idea what a disaster he is. But if you watch the expressions of the people around him in the background, you can see the discomfort and sometimes exasperation. It's just, he needs to watch his own damn videos and he might get a clue. But then the way he behaves, I don't think getting a clue is part of his plan. Oh, very nice up there. That's got to be 1, 2, hasn't it? Oh, clever. You have witnessed greatness. That was a bitch, wasn't it? Double for the loss. Repeat. There's a lot of this bloody nonsense going on right now, isn't there? 51. Burp, 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 burp. 2, 3. He tried. All right. I like it when he gets 22s. And yes, I know there isn't a real he behind this. Damn it. Let's have a little imagination, all right? Repeat. That didn't work. 51. Repeat. Minimum. Win it. And you said it for me. Double for the loss. 1, 2. 3, 4. After all that. 7, 8. Oh, jammy bugger. All right, I'll take it. I'll take jam any time. Double for the push. 51. Repeat. Minimum. Split. Double. Stand. Oh, that's rude. I think that was a bit expensive. That was like, now we're on 1, 2, I think. All right, out of trouble there. We're doing well. We're 6 grand ahead plus in 12 minutes. Not too shabby. That didn't work. All right, that was a wash. Double for the push. I think that's out. Back to the min. Greed, stupidity, drunkenness, all enemies of the player, friends of the house. That's 1, 2, I think. Double. Damn it. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seven, 8 again. Oh, that was lucky. But luck is good. Double for the loss. One, 2. That's very nice up there. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just right. Thank you. Oh, there have been a few of those, haven't there, in this session? I think I did that right, but I'm not absolutely sure. Oh, look at that. The ace got in the way. I think that's 2, 3. 5, 6. That was unlucky too, wasn't it? But, unlucky is just part of the deal. Getting naturals at very good times right now. It's all luck, basically. I mean, all this nonsense about, you have witnessed greatness and being the best on earth and all that stuff. I mean, what utter, bloody delusional bullshit. 1, 2. Oh dear. Wasn't really expecting that one to work. Double for the loss. That's back to the min. I'm not sure, mate. I think I might have done that wrong. Never mind. We all make mistakes, especially me. Back to the min. We're kind of on the home stretch now, I think. Double for the push. Double down. Close. It's back to the min. Horrible. 1-2, I think. Back to the min. Oops, double for the loss. But 1-2. I like that. I think we're on the last one actually. Back. This is the minimum. Look at that. We're 7,800 ahead. Minimum bet. And I am going to let that one go. What do you say to that? Walking away a loser, having lost 1 unit. I don't see any point in starting another shoe just for that. So that's it. XL to follow. This is a bit of a strange one, actually. I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. I mean, we made a good amount of money, 8 grand or so, out of this session. And yes, I know it's funny money, and yes, I know it's a sim. And all you folks out there who claim that sims aren't the same as the real thing and then refuse to give them a try, very annoying. I'm sure you can understand that if you stop and think about it. But stopping and thinking about stuff is not something that most gamblers are willing to do, because if they did, they wouldn't do what they do, would they? Anyway, here we are. We had a player's edge throughout this session that ranged from over 20% and then came down in the end to, I think, about, well, it's shown right there, 15.6%. So it was basically a piece of piss, you know. And I, as I say, I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth, but I much prefer it when I've got something to show you where I beat a session in which I lost more bets than I won, because that obviously is more demonstrative and relevant to my whole message, which is that if you use pattern betting in particular, but progressive betting sensibly in a money management fashion, logically, you know, numerically, etc., sensibly, then you can beat negative expectation. But you know, this time I have no control over this sim. Whatever the trolls and the idiots out there say, I have no idea what's coming out of the shoe, even though it isn't a real shoe. I mean, the point about the Wizard sim is that it is immaculate. I have tested it every which way and backwards, you know, and the count is accurate, and the wearing slowly through inventory, so it never repeats cards. I mean, obviously, sometimes you'll get anomalies. Like, for instance, I think I had 6 threes fairly recently. You know, I mean, I've never seen anything like that. But it isn't something that makes me immediately suspicious of the sim, because that kind of thing happens all the time in real life. You know, I mean, some of the things that come out of a blackjack shoe, especially when it's an 8-deck shoe, will amaze you, and have done probably if you've been serious about trying to beat this game. But anyway, we came out at the end of it. We had a player edge of 15.6% as indicated, and we came out with a player edge of 37.3% as indicated. Important things to note: average win 257, average loss 150. So our average win was 171% of our average loss. And in all these games, you must bet in such a way that your average win is greater than the value of your average loss by a percentage which blows away negative expectations, so that on occasions when you do lose more bets than you win, which will be frequent and common, you can actually walk away with a profit. And that doesn't mean to say you don't have to damn well work at it. Sometimes it can be painful. So here we are with a win, which I'm happy about, but less happy actually about the performance of the algorithm against obviously exactly the same outcomes. I didn't do that right, did I? Hit the wrong tit as usual. Yeah, there we go. So 15.6 still. We could only manage 6.4%, and we had a really shitty situation. We went down 95,000 and something or other. In fact, it was more than that. It was 101,825, and it was horrible. And all I can say about that is that there are many occasions through here where I would have run away. I mean, it's ridiculous to just keep on getting hammered, getting thrashed. You just don't do it, And this is what the gag rule is all about, the get up and go rule. Get out of trouble. It doesn't mean to say that you will automatically get, into a better situation, but chances are you will. They're 50-50, and it's just a good idea, all right? I mean, I can't force anybody to pay attention to me, that's for sure, and I don't want to. I don't want to force anybody to do anything. But I'm telling you, if you bet like these prats, these professional losers on YouTube who pretend to be gambling, and they're not. They're putting on a show, damn it, and they're setting a terrible example for people who might actually be prone to thinking, well, all I've got to do is sell the wife and kids and maybe dob in the motorcycle and the car and take the money to Vegas, and I can be like Mr. Handpay and do. But you've got to remember, Jason Bulkey and Vegas Matt and all the others get their losses back at the end of the day. You won't. So you've got to bet smart, be sensible. Anyway, that's the story. Let's scroll gently down through the online reality situation here. And you can see sometimes it got a little bit tight, but mostly it was a walk in the park. I made some dumb mistakes, but what can I tell you? I do make mistakes, and I suspect you will too. And if not, well, I'm afraid of perfect people, I have to admit. So that's the end of the story. I think one thing I'd like you to have a look at is double or drop, which is not something that I absolutely recommend. But why isn't it going? You see, it does this sometimes. It just won't go there. So we have to work at it. Yeah, what happens sometimes is I think because the size of the file, I mean, look at it, it's pretty big. Because of the size of the file, it just screws up every so often. There we go. There is double or drop, which is still looking fantastic. Pattern betting is at 10.8% of its action, plus 10.8%. And double or drop is at 12.3% after 8,900 and some odd 960 bets. Make of it what you will, people. I mean, all I can do is show you this stuff, and you can believe it or not. But I think the odds are that I'm telling you the truth, because I cannot imagine why anybody would go to the kind of trouble that I've been going to over the last 30 years on the internet, and cheat at the same time. I mean, yes, I know there are cheats around all the time. I was watching this damn thing the other day, which was hilarious. The what's his name? The Commerce Secretary Lutnick, a friend of Epstein's, and therefore obviously a longtime friend of the president's, saying about the 5 million. They had these $5 million gold cards. Fantastic bargain, most wonderful thing in the world. Lutnick says on camera with CNN or whoever it was, we sold 1,000 just yesterday. I sold 1,000 of these things, And there are 370,000 people around the world who qualify for one of these and who would pay 5 million in a heartbeat to come and live in America and be free to do business here. And so he's banging on about that. And then the president apparently around the same time said, oh, yeah, we sold lots of them. We sold tons of them already. And then they did a big inquiry with the freedom of information, whatever. How many have they sold? One. And they didn't get 5 million for it. They settled for 1 million. And that's the kind of stuff that we're having to deal with these days. And I'm sorry, it has bugger all to do with blackjack. I get that. But, this is my channel. I can rant if I want to. This is my party. And I'll cry if I want to. You remember that? Yeah, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Anyhow, that's what we're dealing with, is people who lie as a matter of routine. That's what got Trump into the White House in the first place. Lots of people believed his dumb lies. 70 million, I think. So, it says something about America, doesn't it? I mean, come on, you Americans. Admit it. Anyway, let's go back to online latest, if it'll take me there. Yes, it did. And that's the end of the current story.